The story starts from the final fight of Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 and completes the rest of the story. The presentation could have been better, however. The first several chapters of the story mode are told through stills of the anime with filters overlaid on top, which is a little disappointing at first, but once you reach the latter half of the story mode, the game is told exclusively through in-game cutscenes. This is probably due to the fact that these events haven't been animated yet. The presence of the story shown through an actual timeline is an excellent choice, eliminating the needless running around from one point of the plot to another like in the older games. If you want the next fight, there it is. It even gives you an estimated time of completion before you start each and every level. There is another mode called Adventure Mode that takes place after the main story, but it's mostly recollections of the previous fights that you see throughout the series, like Lee vs. Gaara, Naruto vs. Neji, Kakashi vs. Zabuza, which is mostly told through flashbacks. You can honestly skip it. Either way, when it does get down to it, the story mode eventually does pick up once it abandons the filtered anime cutscenes. If you're unfamiliar with the story of Naruto, then this is probably going to confuse you if you just go into this game right away. It helps to have some kind of a background because there's a lot of things that the game just assumes you already know. So if you're a Naruto fan and you're waiting to see how the show ends, this is for you. Gameplay for Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 is about the same as it was for most of the previous games. There is an armor breaking mechanic, which I'm not really positive it really does anything except add an aesthetic look to how far the battles progress. And there are a few moments where the game changes up, but it's mostly through story mode, like if you can grab an item, or it turns into a mini shooting game, or even turns into Dynasty Warriors for a little bit. Team battles are a lot more fun in this game. You can switch on the fly which character you'd like to use instead of just using one main character and two backups for support. By just flicking the control stick, you can change to whoever you want, whenever you want, as long as they're ready to be tagged in. In the older games, I would much rather play the solo battles than team battles, only because the support is only there very briefly. They're more like Striker. Here, you can actually just completely tag out. And you get to play with more of the roster at once. And graphically, this is the best looking Naruto game ever made. Minus apart from the story mode where it's nothing but stills from the anime, it looks gorgeous. Even during gameplay, it looks amazing. And even the effects, while everyone's taking a hit, or you see the effects of fire, water, you even see just the moves, it all looks brilliant. It looks amazing. What could be better? The gameplay is still like all the other Ultimate Ninja Storm games. So you'll find yourself constantly mashing the attack button and doing the same old combos again and again until you win. Also, I've heard some very good things about the online netcode, but every time I've gone online, I couldn't get a single match. Other than that, my biggest gripe with the game is how the story mode was presented in for the first half. After the detail the third game had, using stills from the anime was a significant step back. It was one of the things I loved most about the Ultimate Ninja Storm games, and they backed away from it just to remind us how bad the art is from the anime in comparison to the game. At the end of it all, I would still recommend playing this game. It's currently the only way to see any animation of the final arc of the series, considering how far behind the anime is from ending. It may not be worth grabbing at full price, but if you want to see the final arc of Naruto animated without waiting for another several weeks of filler to end, then this game will get the job done for you. Don't forget to subscribe for more content and videos from Con Freaks and Geeks and ConFreaksandGeeks.com.